Hi everyone and welcome to Orlando International Speedway, I think International Raceway, one of the two, I'm not exactly sure. We got Jesse Awuji on pole here, and we've got a big point situation going on with Jesse Awuji on pole, Foster Creek second, Michael Scout third, Brandon Wilson fourth, and Will Sensing in fifth. Here we come to the green flag. We got a big point stake coming up. Green flag is in the air. We got a big points race coming up. Harvey Hunt needs to gain 9 points on Chad Fincham in order for him to lock himself into the playoffs with the win he already has. These are all guys based off wins. This is not point. Well, this is point racing because there have been over 10 winners. So that's how this works. Will Sensing is in another position as well, similar to that one. Will Sensing needs to gain 11 points on Chad Fincham and obviously 2 points over Harvey Hunt to be able to make the playoffs. And Alvin Tompkins, who's also in this conversation, is 4 points back of Wills. So what is that? 15 points to Chad Fincham and 6 to Harvey, 4 to Wills. So yeah. So these guys get super spread out here. This is a wide racetrack, making right-hand turns. So if it feels a little weird, that is why. You don't normally see right-hand turns in NASCAR, but this is based off Tiburon, I believe is what it's called, from NASCAR Thunder 2004, which is a fantastic game. Harvey Hunt sneaking his way up here toward the front, trying not to let Will Sensing get too far out ahead, because he knows if he does, it could spell detriment for him. These guys are going to try and work their way up front, but Austin Flick, who's also got to do a fair job at staying ahead of these guys in points. I mean, he's got a pretty good points gap. I think he'll be okay. But he does still need to try and gain as many points as possible to ensure himself being locked in. And as you guys can see, they're 5 wide at some parts in this pack. The frames aren't the greatest because of it. But we manage. As the 5 wide is insane here. The racing is just as insane. The bottom line is usually the best, but almost any lane can work. It's just a matter of when you get the pushes and stuff like that. So, yeah. As Harvey Hunt is working his way up here now. Trying to get up to this, almost to the lead. He might get to the lead. He's got a run here, but he has no help behind him. We'll see how this plays out into turn, I believe this is 3 and 4. Oh, Dylan Thomas going to make a move underneath Hunt here. It's really hard to commentate a race here because, well, simply how wide they go and how spread out things get. It's pretty crazy. As Henry McGee leads that lap. If Henry McGee was to win this race, by the way, he would knock a lot of people below him out of the playoffs. So that's something interesting to keep an eye on. A lot of crazy things could happen here if we got a new winner. And that was somebody above some of these people already in the points battle. That could be... Man, look at Colin Burns going to the bottom here and getting ready to make a big move. Jaden Yoakley looking like he's going to lead this lap. Man, look at how wide these trucks get. Five wide here. You love to see it. Oh, but maybe you don't love to see it if you're Henry McGee and they're wrecking the big one. Who did this take? Harvey Hunt got through it. Chase Hansen's getting pushed along by Michael Scout. I think he'll be alright. That didn't look like it was much damage. Oh, they're still wrecking. Aston Martin just got turned. Oh my goodness, Logan Cribb upside down here. What happened here? So this is after the main wreck. We'll take a look at this first so we can get an idea of what happened here. And then we see Aston Martin get turned, and down the track he goes, and then Logan Cribb just gets on that awkward part of the banking and goes up and over and ends up on his lid. So Logan Cribb will not make the playoffs, but it wasn't looking good for his chances anyways. He'd had to have a pretty... I don't even know if it was mathematically possible with all the winners we've had. Okay, well, the first guy I seen go around, or one of the first guys I seen go around, was the 51 of Dylan Thomas. So let's check that out. Aston Martin gets into Dylan Thomas, goes into the wall. Henry McGee then goes around, and then they just start spinning. Austin Flick, Chase Hansen, Ryan Bogey, Brandon Wilson, Will Sensing, that's a big deal. And they just pile up, but I don't think there's a ton of damage everywhere. As we'll look at this one in slow motion next. Let's take a different camera angle of this as well. We'll go full speed here for this one. Man, they just pile up and. Yeah, Jack Quinn, one of the guys involved here. All right, we'll go slow motion. You see it beginning. You got Henry McGee already up and into the wall, so that's a good few cars, and then they just start piling it up in this wreck. Man, such a huge crash, taking out so many good trucks. Well, I don't want to say taken out, because it's pretty hard to tell how bad the damage is, especially in this mod, but that's a lot of trucks involved. There's at least a lot involved, I can say that much. Will Sensing is probably the biggest name that I could tell. I don't think Fincham was in it. I think he survived. Yeah, he seems good. And Harvey Hunt got through it as well. So... what about... Oh, I hear wrecking again. I don't know if Alvin Tompkins got through it, to be honest. Did I just see a truck upside down on the front stretch? Alright, well, I guess we could go on board with Alvin Tompkins here, because he had one heck of a ride through this. I think he did get through it. So Tompkins is good, I believe. Man, I can't believe Aston Martin got himself turned like that. We still got to check that out, too. There's a lot to go over in this wreck. Especially with it being an elimination race, essentially. Alright, here we go. Oh, man. Sees the gap and he gets it going. Oh, Austin Flick was involved. Didn't even think about that being a factor. Okay, so now we go to Aston Martin, who I know was involved. Twice, in fact. Initially, but he just gets the wall. Actually, it was a lot worse initially than what I thought. It looks like he just kind of sneaks back into the pack and starts getting through it and then gasses it up. But this damage is already pretty bad. And then he's going up the track and gets turned. And then obviously comes down in front of Guillermo Rodriguez and multiple others. So, but I want to say there might have been another incident on the front straightaway. I swear I saw a truck, on its lid, on the front straightaway, and I did see, okay, oh, Dylan Thacker involved. Oh my goodness, we've had another wreck. What happened here? Okay, alright, something, I can't tell, alright. The 98 is upside down already. What has happened? Okay, so the 98 and 7 are racing back to the line. And then the 7 comes down into him, gets him, and then the 98 goes upside down onto his lid. And oh, the 7 just comes back across the track, no care in the world. Oh my goodness. Once Beasley stops spinning on his lid, you've seen that there. We'll go to the 7 now. That's perfect, actually. Oh my god. I can't believe this. That's pathetic. Why does he come straight back up the track? Into Gavin Marshall, who goes into Dylan Thacker, and they both wreck down the track. And they're going to have torn up trucks now. I think they were okay, too, is the worst part. Oh, they're still in the race, at least, I suppose, so. We'll see how has slow trucks here in a minute. Beasley is continuing, which is almost unbelievable. He went on his lid. Will Sensing staying in it, trying the best he can here. Wow, okay. Well, this is something. Through the restart zone, green flag is back out in the air here at Orlando. Taylor Jarrell looking to the outside of Colin Burns, who's locked into the playoffs. I think Burns is going to be good. I don't really think he has to worry about too much in the points. Yeah, Colin Burns 8th in points. I think he'll be alright. Yeah, in fact, I know he will be. Because he's got enough points that should, unless something really terrible was to happen, he would be fine. Gonna see how many competitive trucks we got here. Dylan Thacker hanging on right back there. He might still be okay. Chad Fincham's up toward the front here. So that could be bad for all the people that he's battling with. He's actually leading right now, I believe. So Fincham, who Harvey Hunt actually needed to have a bad day, is not having a bad day right now. So we'll go through the pack. Where is Harvey Hunt? He's not even in this pack. Where is Harvey Hunt? He wasn't involved till my knowledge. Oh, he's right here. He's behind it a little bit. Maybe trying to lay out. Got some damaged trucks here. Somehow Chris Beasley hanging on. I don't see Dylan Thacker anymore. Maybe he's pulled off. Oh no, Dylan Thacker's in the main pack. Okay, well, maybe he's not as damaged as what I thought he would have been. Harvey Hunt's hanging on here. Maybe he's sandbagging a bit. As Chad Fincham has lost the lead. Evan Bruce now has it. Jaden Yoakley now taking the lead here. I got a freaking mosquito in my room. Oh my god. I hate mosquitoes. I'm gonna be like Saitama for this entire freaking race now. Gavin York taking the lead, who's not had a great truck season, but a win would probably heal some of that Truck Series pain he's had this year, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to make the playoffs based off points, I don't think, at least. He's too far back. Four wide for the lead there for a moment. Sorry, I'm distracted, everyone. I'm reading something again. Got another message. Got plans tonight, or later tonight, I should say. They're 5 wide again on the back straightaway, though. Hey, Alvin Tompkins, he would love to win this race. If he could get this win, that would be great for his chances of making the playoffs. Oh, man, they're getting real tight up into the corners, though. That's what... Oh, man, we almost seen a repeat. Oh, they're wrecking. Alvin Tompkins is in it. Was Harvey Hunt in it? No, Harvey Hunt seems to be good. Oh, Jack Quinn again. I don't know how close Harvey Hunt was to being in it, but he's desperately trying to gain points back on Chad Fincham, so... Oh, did he avoid it? I think Harvey Hunt avoided it. Barely did Hunt avoid it. Oh my goodness. I don't even know how this started, so... Oh, we kind of mentioned it. They were getting squeezed together. Yep, TJ Lauder gets into Jake and Sensing, and Wilson Hunt gets involved, and then Jack Quinn and TJ Tillman unfortunately get collected. A big one, but a minor big one at that. I don't even know if some of these guys will be that badly damaged. I think Alvin Tompkins will actually be alright. It didn't look like the damage was that bad. If at all. I mean, heck, he got turned. They spun, essentially. Yeah. Now, any of the other two, I don't know. But, I mean, if we look at this in slow motion here, once he gets turned, he's sideways. He's just getting pushed along here. TJ Lauder in the 67 comes back up and gets collected by the 97. And then the 94 gets hit by, or the 9 gets hit by the 94. But Tompkins is actually decently okay from this. So I think Alvin Tompkins will be alright. There's another camera angle I would like to see, and that is the roof view of Harvey Hunt. Because my goodness, did he feel, he probably was sweating a bit going through this. Here we go. Woo! And then he drives by his son there on the bottom, Wilson Hunt. So, man. Staying out of trouble when he needs to, I suppose. And it's going to be up front. It looks like Ethan Womack leads. So, going to take a while to clean up. I don't know how long it'll take for the caution. I think we'll probably be going back green this time by, actually. So through the restarts on Ethan Womack and his teammate lead the field to green with Mike Mongo in third. This is going to be an interesting finish. Can the 49... Oh, wait. Wait. What has happened to the 49? Hold on. No, we gotta know what happened. Was he involved in something? The anticipation's actually killing me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Under the yellow, Landon Spivey hooks the 49, and this isn't that bad. He gets into the wall, it's okay. Hits Evan Bruce and then gets completely destroyed by Jaden Yoakley. Yoakley's going to be out of the race. That may have just granted Harvey Hunt a playoff spot. Man, that looked paid off. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, we already seen the green flag once, so we'll just go back to it. I can't believe that. I was going to say, I thought Chad Fincham was up front. He was, until he wasn't. Well, Womack got a decent jump, but I mean, no one's really been able to keep a lead here, so we're going to have to see how, Side by side to the line here. Looks like Mongo is going to lead this lap. Timmy Hill there in second. Or second on the outside line, I should say. Looks like Ethan Womack might be struggling here on the bottom. You know, we mentioned Dylan Thacker was in a wreck, but he's doing a dang good job at hanging on. We need to keep an eye on the points, though, because of, well, I don't know how many positions Hunt is in front of Fincham right now, but Fincham... Well, okay, let's see what position Hunt's in rather than... So Hunt is in 19th, and Chad Fincham is in 29th. That is enough. Oh my goodness, that would get Hunt in, and he still has a chance to gain positions. Well, if I'm not mistaken, Fincham isn't even in this main pack, let alone able to gain anything. He's actually at risk of possibly losing a spot to this 26 car, or 26 truck. But we go back up front. Gavin York has led that last lap, so I'm going to assume he's up toward the front here. And he is. Hank Phillips looking to get the lead here. I don't believe if Hank Phillips won, he would be able to make the playoffs. No, in fact, he is 33rd in points, so heading out of Martinsville. So even if Hank Phillips was to be able to grab this win, it wouldn't really make a difference for him. He'd be too far back. But a win is a win. As they say, you take them as you can get them. That was interesting. The outside line really got a good run there. Mike Mongo got up to a pretty big lead. Now, check up on Mike Mongo here if he was to win. Let's see where he is in points. Mike Mongo is 25th in points, so I don't think the win would help him that much. Let's see, he would need to gain... He'd need to gain 34 points on Chad Fincham. I just don't see that happening. Fincham is 29th. He'd have to win, like literally winning, and Fincham finishing in 29th would tie them, which is insane to think about. But also the factor of Harvey Hunt and how many points Harvey Hunt would gain. So, well, actually, Fincham's still going to gain points too. So. That was bad math. That would be assuming Fincham gained no points. So right now, well, let's check up on Harvey Hunt and see where he's running. Harvey Hunt is 18th as of last lap, and Fincham is still 29th. So Hunt would gain enough points. As Hank Phillips continuing to lead up here with Jackson Kohler running second there on that bottom line, but he has no help. But here comes Dylan Thacker, who we saw getting a wreck earlier, so this is impressive. Thacker doing a good job at still running in this main pack as they go 4 wide in the mid pack here. Kohler with the lead now. Here comes Dylan Thacker. And wouldn't that be something if... I think Thacker is actually 26th in points, so it would be pretty hard. It would almost... it would actually be impossible for Thacker to make the playoffs. But wouldn't it be something for him to win a race now? After we mentioned he struggled all season. He's got to run on Kohler, I believe. So this is going to come down to it. We're going to have 2 laps to go at the line. My God, my chair is struggling. Probably sounds like I rip ass every time that happens. Like I said, though, 2 laps to go to the line. Jackson Kohler leads. As they go almost 5 wide in the middle of the corner. I think they are 5 wide in the middle of the corner. Nope. Get it settled down to 4 wide. Kohler's got a big lead here. Oh, here comes Taylor Jarrell. He might force it 5 wide to get... Nope. There goes Secret. Oh, they're 5 wide in some parts. As it looks like if Seacrest won another race, he'd love that. I mean, heck, he's been on he got the win at Gateway and has been on a pretty decent run lately. So, as our 5 wide there in the back, like I mentioned, Harvey Hunt still just hanging on in the back of this pack. White flag is in the air. We'll see what position Hunt's in. 18th as of that last. I think 18th is the farthest he can finish back. So, we're gonna go back real quick to Chad Fincham and see if there's any positions Fincham can gain. No, there's no one in front of him. There's no one Fincham can go and pass. Take a look at what he did. Wouldn't that be crazy if some people started wrecking? And because of that, Fincham, oh man, Kohler up here. Jackson Kohler out front. Looking to hang on here. Here comes Hank Phillips for the big run. Hank Phillips has a big run on the bottom here. Can Kohler block it? He doesn't block it. It's going to go down to the line here. Oh, man, I don't know who's going to win this. I thought Kohler was going to have it, but it's going to come down to the line, and it's going to be Hank Phillips grabbing the win here at Talladega. Oh, my goodness. Kohler choked that away. Well, like I said, not possible for Hank Phillips to make the playoffs, unfortunately, but he'll grab the win. We'll take a look at it in slow motion here. Yeah, looking from a different camera angle. As they come down to the stripe. Yeah, Hank Phillips gets it at the line there. Just over Kohler. By that much. Yeah, it wasn't a very big margin. But enough to make the difference. Man, I can't believe Kohler let him get down there. I guess Kohler didn't think he'd have the speed, but man, when he pulled out a line from the top, the third truck in the top line and went to the bottom there, he just made one hell of a pass to get the win. And we'll look at finishing positions here. Harvey Hunt does finish 18th. And Chad Fincham, 1 lap down, 29th. So, Harvey Hunt has gained 11 points over Chad Fincham. And the points leaving here, Harvey Hunt makes the playoffs by 2 points over Chad Fincham. Will Sensing and I believe Will Sensing misses. Chad Fincham misses. And I believe Alvin would have fallen outside of the top 20 in points because of this, so. Because he didn't finish too well. Yeah, no. He finished 31st, 10 laps down, so. Your playoff lineup for the Truck Series will be Brendan Reed, who had 2 wins on the season, so more wins than Wilson Hunt. Brendan Reed and Wilson Hunt will be tied for playoff points entering the playoffs. Dylan Thomas, Jack Seacrest, they're all in the playoffs. Dylan Thomas with his 2 wins. Jacob Sensing, Colin Burns, Guillermo Rodriguez, Austin Flick, Joshua Miller, and Harvey Hunt are your 10 playoff drivers. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I cannot wait to get the playoffs started. See you in the next one. Peace out.